Hello, Greenvillians, and welcome to another episode of Greenville Mic'd. This is our podcast where we're talking about our life in Greenville and also what's going on in Greenville, including our takes on noteworthy news, events, food, and more. I'm Tracy.
And I'm Will. This week, it is really cold. Tesla is coming to Greenville, pickleball is taking over, and we've got a list of activities to spice up your weekend.
Welcome to the Weekly Rundown.
This episode is brought to you by Common Pops, delicious frozen popsicles made right here in Greenville, South Carolina. Fun fact, popsicles were originally invented by an 11-year-old named Frank Epperson in 1905, and it only took 115 years for them to be perfected by Common Pops. Common Pops are made with locally sourced fruit and ingredients from farms around the upstate. Common ingredients, but uncommon deliciousness. Visit commonpops.com or at commonpops on Instagram to see how to get your hands on a pop near you.
All right. So getting us started today, I thought we could talk about our trip to downtown Greer.
Yeah, we don't spend a lot of time in downtown Greer.
We don't, but we should.
Yeah, because they're on the other side of the city for us.
Yeah.
So, but Greer's nice. If you haven't been in and around Greer, it's very would you call it quaint?
That's the exact word I would use. Yeah. Downtown Greer is very quaint. There's like a brick paved road, lights hanging from the buildings.
Yeah, it almost seems like it could be something you could envision having been pretty similar in its infrastructure in 1905.
Yeah.
When Frank Epperson was inventing the popsicle.
Exactly.
It really looked the same.
And it feels like something out of a Hallmark movie.
It does. Yeah.
There's actually a building for rent that I told Will that we should rent or buy and turn it into a bakery.
I know. I feel it would be really cool to have a spot in there downtown.
Yeah.
Because it's not, downtown Greenville would be sweet. But Greer is a little more, I don't know, just less busy, easier to get parking. It's kind of just more I don't know, feels more casual.
More casual. Definitely feels like more of a small town.
Yeah.
Which it is.
Yeah. Even though it's so close to Greenville.
Yeah.
It's really interesting. We also went to the Flying Fox in Cartwright Food Hall. First of all, Cartwright Food Hall has some of the best seating in the Greenville area. If you're looking to get some work done or read a book or something, I've never not had a nice table to myself there.
Yeah.
And, there's not necessarily saying there's no one ever there. It's just there's a lot of seating. There's 2 different levels. And it's not crazy. It's never super crowded.
Yeah. And what other food places are in there in addition to Flying Fox?
I know there's Anonymous Burger.
Yeah.
We saw that. It looked really good.
I want to say the other place is a noodle place.
I think so too. I can't remember. I'll look it up real quick.
Okay.
What were your thoughts on Flying Fox?
I thought the coffee was really good. We just got the standard drip coffee. Love their branding.
Their branding is incredible.
Yeah.
Okay. Before that, though, I did pull up the other vendors. So there's Me Erie on Trade, Jamaican cuisine.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know if I saw that.
Wait, but what's the sushi place?
Momo's Sushi and More.
Maybe that was the place I was thinking.
Yeah. Pretty close to Noodles.
Pretty close.
They do share dishes with Noodles sometimes.
Yeah.
Trade Street Tap Room, and then White Wine and Butter. Those might have been... Okay, so Trade Street Tap Room is in the old carriage house behind Cartwright.
Okay.
And then White Wine and Butter, I think, is upstairs. They haven't typically been open when I've been there. But anyways, there you go. There's a rundown of your vendors at Cartwright.
Yeah.
Okay. Flying Fox's branding. Some of the coolest coffee shop branding I've seen. So, first of all, their tagline is "Drink coffee, wreak havoc."
Whoa.
Which is epic.
Yeah.
You just gotta love that. And then they also have a version of their logo, which is a fox in a hot air balloon. Also incredible.
Yeah.
I don't know, everything about their website, their logos, their mugs.
I wonder why they say "drink coffee, wreak havoc."
I don't know. I'm sure there's a story behind it.
What is what do you think it is to wreak havoc?
Maybe be a game changer, you know?
Okay.
Be someone who goes against the grain.
Because I feel like when I hear wreak havoc, it's kind of negative.
Right, a negative connotation. I think they probably mean it in a positive way.
When you Google wreak havoc, it says to cause great damage.
Yeah. I know. So, that's probably the negative connotation.
Yeah. Okay.
But maybe they mean it in terms of like the people who like change society for the better. They cause a disturbance.
You're right.
So that's how I'm viewing it as.
Okay. So drink coffee, change the world.
Right. You're willing to create a disturbance in order to accomplish good.
Okay.
Change the world for good.
Okay.
That's how I see it.
I got it.
Maybe they mean it in a negative way. I don't know.
I don't know. We'll
Hopefully
take it
not.
as a positive. I do love how they have, the branding is like 3 different things. Like it's like the flying fox symbol or the words. And then like you said, like the hot air balloon. And then it's like a symbol. I don't know. Very cool. Branding is so cool. People who create that kind of stuff, so creative.
I know. I wish I could come up with things like the graphic design element of being able to take these separate things and make them cohesive, but also like really cool and elevated. It's just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I wish I could do that.
And branding for coffee shops is big. That's so important.
Oh, yeah.
Like the vibe, like I would go to a coffee shop and if the vibe is good, like I'll be there even if your coffee isn't as good as another place.
Oh, for sure. Like Marco's work with Methodical.
Yeah.
Like that's part of the reason Methodical. I mean, obviously they have incredible coffee. They run really well, but their branding is phenomenal.
Methodical basically kills it on all fronts, which is why they're so successful.
For sure. But yeah, the coffee at Flying Fox also really good. They have a good lineup of roasters. I think they're doing resident coffee roasters right now, but they also typically have Rowan Coffee out of Asheville. I think it's Rowan. And then Clary Coffee Roasters out of Charleston. I think that's what they typically, or who they typically were using. They might still be using them for a lot of their drip, which Clary Coffee Roasters is rebranding to Profit Coffee. So there you go. More branding. That's pretty interesting.
That is interesting.
Profit Coffee.
Yeah. Huh.
So all that to say, I'm a big fan of Flying Fox.
Yeah.
I think it's a hidden gem.
Is it hidden though? I don't know.
I don't know. It used to be like a coffee cart, like a mobile,
Love that.
Coffee cart.
I'm telling you, every coffee place starts as a coffee cart. Honestly, a lot of things start as a cart.
Yeah.
Claire's started as a cart.
Yep.
The mac and cheese cake started as a cart.
Methodical. I mean, if you take Will Schertz's Vagabond Barista,
that's exactly what I was going to say.
Was a cart.
Wow.
So, got to start out as a cart.
We should probably start a podcast cart.
We should have started out as a cart.
That's where we went wrong.
I know. Why did we start out just going full blazing?
I don't know.
We should have been just like a live cart handing out CDs.
I guess we can go back. we don't have to like keep doing this.
No, we'll go back. We'll start a cart, and then we'll just be like selling mixtapes of our episodes on the side of the road.
Yep.
Then we'll blow up.
That's genius.
We'll really blow up.
Absolutely genius. Okay. Are we ready to get into some news for the week?
Let's do it. You start us off.
Okay. So first up, Smoke on the Water is closing their Augusta Street location, which we actually reported a couple months ago that their lease was coming to an end in that location. But they are officially closing on Sunday, March 24th. But don't be upset, Will, because they are planning on opening up a new location on Pelham Road.
I figured they would.
Yeah. I mean, they're way too successful to not. And there's actually saying the new location will have better parking and have like the opportunity for live music. So
that's cool.
Sounds like a win.
Yeah. I mean, they are going to get more space out there.
Yeah.
As opposed to downtown. Better parking is always a perk. Our downtown has much better parking than most like medium to large city downtowns.
For sure.
But, it's still downtown. Still hard to get a spot.
Yeah. And I'm sure their lease will be cheaper on Pelham Road.
Oh, yeah. So
can't imagine what that spot goes for.
That was one of the first restaurants I went to in Greenville when we were in college.
Really?
Smoke on the Water. I think our team went there, tennis team, like maybe the first or second week we got on campus. It was kind of just like, hey, let's all hang out as a team. Let's go to Greenville. We'll go to Smoke on the Water. So that was like Smoke on the Water was synonymous with Greenville to me for a long time.
Well,
so I'm glad they're still around.
Yeah, that's why I said don't be sad, Will.
Yeah, I'm not too sad.
They're still going to be here, just in a different spot.
Yep, there you go. All right, next up, the Greenville Theater announced its lineup for their 99th season, which is crazy. They've been going strong since the 1920s. So, pretty insane. This is not like multiple seasons a year. This is like their actual like 99th year.
Wow.
So
yeah,
pretty
that's
stellar.
a really long time.
I know. And each season has a unique theme. And this season's theme is the pursuit of happiness. So it's going to feature 6 new shows the theater's never put on before. A few from the lineup include How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying. That sounds like gold right there. Tuesdays with Maury and Sister Act. You can head to their website or Instagram to see the dates for their shows.
Nice.
We haven't been to a live like play or show in a while.
No, we haven't.
But we really love, because what was it, Hey Dolly or whatever we saw in Columbia? That was good.
It was really good.
Yeah.
We were the youngest people in there.
By like 30 years.
But it was so fun.
I like stuff like that. People are really talented.
We should go. I feel like we'd like it. We just have to like actually go.
I know. Yeah, we need to buy some tickets.
Yeah. All right, next up, Pickle Park is expected to open up this summer, and they are set to break ground on it pretty soon. If you missed it, this is the pickleball complex that's being built at Unity Park. There will be 8 pickleball courts, micro restaurants, a full bar, a stage, and a 20-foot TV wall.
Sounds epic. It reminds me of, oh gosh, I'm blanking on the brewery with the best pretzels.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw. Yeah. It reminds me of Yeehaw's vibe, but with pickleball courts.
Basically.
You know? Mostly because of like the TV.
Yeah, right. I know that's what I was going to say.
And it's the like, outdoor kind of like setting.
Yeehaw meets pickleball courts.
Yep.
I wonder how you're going to be able to reserve these courts. I feel like they're going to get booked up so fast.
8 courts is not a ton when it comes to pickleball. Because pickleball is crazy right now.
Yeah.
How many courts does Timmins have? Timmins has definitely more than that.
I don't know.
And those courts are just slammed all the time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if they have a reservation system or something, at least you know before you go that you're going to get a court.
Well, I'm sure they are. Yeah, I just wonder how that's going to work out.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you think you'd have to pay for a court?
Oh, for sure.
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, we need more pickleball courts. There's a lot of demand out there. Got to meet this need. And speaking of pickleball, Greenville Parks and Rec announced a pickleball league. Apparently, the current indoor league is full, unsurprisingly, as we're talking about. But you can sign up for the outdoor league starting on March 12th. The format they use is a rise and fall ladder. So you can end up playing people with similar abilities, and then your ranking on the ladder is based on your winning percentage. I'm used to that in tennis. You know, like challenge ladders in tennis are a pretty common thing.
Yep.
So it should be fun. I'm guessing you probably would just like see someone above you on the ladder and you're trying to take their spot, and so you challenge them and y'all go meet up, battle it out.
Yeah.
That's gonna get really competitive.
It's gonna get intense. I am debating joining this league.
Yeah. You're gonna play some pickleball with some feisty old people.
Yeah.
Wanting to beat you.
I know. And I don't know if I'm pretty competitive, and it's letting myself be competitive is a choice I make.
Yeah.
When I engage in any kind of activity that could be competitive.
Mm-hmm.
And I either have to go in or I have to go out. I have to join this league and say, I don't care. I'm just here to have fun. Or I've got to join this league and I'm taking no prisoners.
Yeah. I could tell a big difference when you're going out just to like play and have fun and when you like really care.
Yeah.
And a lot of things when you're like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to like be the best at this, or you're trying something for the first time, you kind of just like go in and like pretty chill about it.
Right.
So, but things you know that you're good at, I feel like you're like, all right, I want to win.
Like mini golf.
Yeah, like mini golf.
And bowling.
One of some of your best sports,
Yes,
mini golf and bowling.
Yeah, so I don't know. You might see me out there. You might not. I honestly think I need to refine my pickleball skills before I join a league.
Yeah, tennis it translates a good bit, but not totally to pickleball.
Yeah, not totally.
You can't really hit spin that much.
My backhand is so bad.
Backhand is the hardest one.
My backhand in tennis is my best shot.
Yeah, I don't know why. Mine too. Like the backhand just doesn't translate, and I don't know why.
I don't know. All right, next up, Tesla is coming to Greenville. Will, how hype are you about this?
So hype. I'm a big Tesla fan.
Tesla has chosen Greenville County for its first South Carolina regional distribution center. They'll be opening at Fox Hill Business Park and Fountain Inn, and they plan to open it early this year. And the center will focus on vehicle parts regionally and will not include manufacturing.
Yeah, I'm kind of bummed that they're not going to include manufacturing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great. Tesla's going to be here. More jobs are going to be created, as in all these businesses expanding their operations or moving into Greenville. So all that's great. I was kind of hoping we'd get to see some like it'd be a place where we're getting some cutting edge prototypes or something floating around the city.
Right.
That would be
like
cool.
you see them driving around.
Yeah.
You see a flying car and you're like, that's from the Tesla.
Exactly.
place.
Yeah, I know. I think that would be really cool. But that's okay. I'm still excited about it. I will say I am a fan of Tesla, mostly because I really don't understand cars. Like combustion engines, gasoline, like all that stuff is just beyond me. But I am like much more adept at computers. And Tesla just feels like a computer on wheels. Like, it just feels like easier for me to understand than a gas-powered car.
Right.
So maybe I'll get one at some point.
One.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Basically.
Computer on wheels. That's a good way to describe it. That's why I don't want a Tesla, because
you don't want a computer on wheels?
I do not want a computer on wheels.
Because you don't like computers?
Technology overwhelms me. Just give me a simple car.
Yeah. All right.
I'm a simple girl.
Well, you can keep your Subaru.
Just give me a horse.
And I'll get a Tesla. Just give me a horse.
Okay.
That'd be great. All right. I'll get you a horse for your birthday.
Thanks. Okay, next up, we have some events for your weekend. So there actually are not a lot of things happening this weekend, which
depends on who you ask.
Yeah, it's true. Depends on who you ask, but we're asking me, and so I didn't think there was a ton of interesting stuff. First up, sorry, if you have an event and I'm not talking about it, it's not because I'm not finding it interesting. Maybe I didn't see it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This is typically just like the things you see
that I think
that
are
stick
fun.
out to you.
Yeah.
So
first up, we've got the Toasty Farmer, which we talked about the past 2 weeks, but this is Greenville's winter farmers market, and it's taking place from 11 to 2 at Fire Forge. There's going to be over 50 vendors, food trucks, live music, and community classes, and it happens every Saturday until the end of March, and then you've got the other winter market.
Yeah. 50 vendors is a lot of vendors.
It is, yeah.
That's a pretty big market.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then as in opposition to the Toasty Farmer is the Frosty Farmer. I wonder if there's a big competition happening here.
They probably, are intense competitors.
Right, because this is also on Saturday. So you really probably can only go to one.
I mean, it's from 10 to 2. They probably were like...
Yeah, I know. 10 to 2, 11 to 2. So pick your poison, Frosty or Toasty, as far as the farmers go. This one's at Think Tank Brew Lab, and they have a locally grown produce, meats, dairy products, and more. So... I don't know. Maybe we should go to each one and decide, make a definitive answer on which one's better.
We actually probably should do that so people know.
Yeah. So we'll
do that this weekend.
We'll just give a highly subjective opinion on what we would go to.
Exactly. Okay. So, right. So those are the only 2 events I saw, but don't worry. I'm not going to leave you guys hanging this week because I have created a list of things that I would suggest you do.
There you go.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
I got a couple too.
So, nice. You want to alternate then?
No, you go yours first and then I'll give mine.
Okay. The first thing I said was you should take a street art class at Berea Arts and Retro. That's
a little maybe not as well known option.
Yeah, I know. And people should go. I mean, we haven't been yet, but I really want to go. And it looks really fun. So they normally offer classes on like the evenings and then Friday mornings and afternoons. And so you should try that. The next suggestion I have is you should try a workout class. So if you're into that, you can get the ClassPass app and get the free trial and go try out Soul Yoga or Cycle Bar or the Junkyard. There's like so many workout places that accept ClassPass. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know how Tracy does it, but every like couple months she's doing another free trial with ClassPass.
That's so...
I'm sure no one with ClassPass is listening to this.
That's so bad.
It sounds like they just let you keep signing up for them, right?
Okay. I feel exposed. I've only done the free trial twice.
Oh, okay. I
have a friend who's done it many times. And
Not to be named on this podcast.
Yeah, I won't name her. I won't call her out. But you basically have to have like a new credit card.
Oh, okay.
And you can get, but I do not encourage that.
No.
Money was tight.
Listen, if this is a hole in their system that they need to plug, that's on them. That's what I say.
That's true. But anyways, but what you can do is once you like try to cancel it at the end of your free month, they'll be like, "Are you sure you want to cancel? Like, here's 20 credits for $19. And you're still like, no, I still want to cancel. And then they'll be like, well, here's 13 credits for $8. And you're like, okay, I could swing $8.
They want it to happen.
They want it to happen.
They want you to stay.
Yeah.
So
all right.
we'll just leave it at that.
I have a few others. So you could have a bonfire at your house and invite your friends and roast marshmallows. I mean, what could be better?
That's pretty sweet.
Pretty fun. And it's going to be probably really cold. Go try out a new restaurant you haven't been to. Make yourself a fancy dessert.
That's one of my favorites you've said so far.
I mean, that's so fun too. It's the process of making the dessert and then eating it and enjoying it.
Yep.
And then last, I said go for a walk or a bike ride on the Swamp Rabbit, which obviously most people know you can do that, but just a
sometimes
reminder.
the simple things though, like you're like, oh, that sounds like really simple, but a lot of people don't do that. And once you're out there, I promise you'll feel better.
Yeah, you will. Oh, you need vitamin D this time of year.
Yep.
No one's getting enough vitamin D. It's so like dark all the time. People are sad. We need to go outside.
People are sad.
We need to go outside and get some sunlight.
Yeah.
And we'll feel better.
Just bundle up. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
I added head up to Paris Mountain for a hike. So, just going on a walk, but more strenuous.
Yep.
But better views. Religiously watch the weather in Asheville to take a day trip at the first sign of snow.
We thought about that.
We did. And it did do some flurrying last Saturday.
Yeah.
But not substantial enough to like bite the bullet and go,
Right.
Because we're not going to do it every time there's a chance of snow. So, and it might snow here. And I'm still holding out a little bit of hope.
But we're getting a little desperate at this point.
Yeah. So just keep watching that weather in Asheville. Head to a bookstore like M. Judson with a friend or significant other and pick out books for each other to read. We've done that before.
We have, and you picked out a book about ketchup for me to read.
Yeah, and you learned a lot about ketchup.
A lot about ketchup.
Yeah, see?
Yep. What is it? Heinz is a ketchup monopoly, basically.
Yeah. Basically, yeah, they don't allow different varieties of ketchup, right? Or there are, but you associate ketchup with a particular taste. So unlike mustard, you can't have like honey ketchup.
Right.
Because you'd be like, this ketchup tastes weird. You know?
Yeah, there's only one true ketchup.
And I also said you can follow this up after reading about ketchup to head over to Spill the Beans for some hot chocolate.
I will say, Spill the Beans has some amazing hot chocolate.
They do.
In college, when I was working on my senior thesis, can't say that. Senior thesis.
She still has PTSD.
Yeah, sorry, blacked out there for a second. I would always go there on Sunday afternoons and work and get a hot chocolate, and it was awesome.
Yeah. I will say Spill the Beans probably has maybe the second best coffee shop vibe in Greenville.
Yeah?
Well, I was saying...
What do you mean vibe?
Like, both the setting and, for me, like, vibe is synonymous to, or includes, the accessibility. Like, you have good odds of getting a place to sit.
Yeah.
And it's just a nice place. Like, Spill the Beans is a little, like, lower light, a little more, like, chill
it's
vibe.
Cozy.
Yeah. So I like it.
Yeah.
I'd say it's one of the best vibes in Greenville.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go.
There you go.
What do you think has the best coffee shop vibe in Greenville? There's lots of options out there.
I mean, I love Village Grind's vibe.
Yeah, that's a different vibe.
Haven't been to Day Drinkers yet because that's like farther from our house, but I've been wanting to go there. I've heard that's a good vibe. I don't know. I love Summer Moon's coffee, so I like to go there. And they have a decent vibe. It's just like a chain vibe, though.
Mm-hmm. Right. I know. Yeah, theirs is a little more of a chain vibe. And the seating's a little more limited, it feels like.
Yeah. I mean, Methodical has a fun vibe. I wish their downtown spot had more seating.
Yeah. Yeah, getting a spot on the second floor of Methodical downtown, that's a great choice.
Yeah.
Sometimes Coffee Underground. That's a pretty good vibe.
True.
Because you feel like you're underground,
Right.
Because of the name. You are underground, I guess.
It's kind of dark in there for me.
I feel like you're in a speakeasy.
I do like it. Yeah.
I think Spill the Beans is kind of dark too.
It is. But there's windows.
You have like light, airy vibes, like Village Grind, Methodical. It's like kind of like white marble plants. Yeah. And then you have like darker, kind of like cozy up in a corner and drink some hot chocolate vibes.
Like kind of grunge vibes.
Yeah. Spill the Beans, Coffee Underground.
Yeah.
So
it's a time and a place for all of them.
I know. Sometimes you're feeling different things.
Right.
So you can go to different vibes.
Exactly.
All right, enough about coffee shop vibes. Thanks so much for tuning in to Greenville Mike this week. I think it's all I got. You got anything else?
Yeah, please like and subscribe and give us 5 stars if you haven't already. Thanks to everyone who has given us a review. And I think that's it. So we'll see you next week for the next weekly rundown.
Stay warm out there.
See ya.